The end of the day with Ray. Hello, my friends. Well, April's just about over, 4 months into the year 2022. I wanted to go back since the beginning of the year and look for the craziest thing I've seen the industry do. And the industry I'm talking about is my friends that sell, supply, and service print equipment. Folks, you do some crazy things pretty much every day, but there's something that really stood out over these last 4 months. So I want to jump on the Sharp Interactive board. I'm going to announce the winner. I did a video on this particular thing not too long ago, but I wanted to share the facts that they actually won the craziest thing I've seen all year so far. The winner is Keypoint Intelligence with their UVerge product. And remember, they built the e-commerce platform. They're trying to get dealers to sell e-commerce through their platform, and their platform has the BLI encyclopedia, and their platform has the ability for sales reps to get involved with the end users in their e-commerce experience. Folks, here's what I got to tell you. I'm going to say it kind of loud. Don't ask end users to bring a pen to a digital close. You know, we don't want sales reps getting involved. And e-commerce isn't just about printers. E-commerce isn't about encyclopedias that end users could go perusing through before they make a decision. E-commerce is about people saying, "Oh, that looks nice, click buy now." Kind of like they do at Amazon, to the tune of hundreds of millions of dollars worth of printers and toner that our industry refuses to get any of that money because we make it so damn complicated. The only thing I was waiting for was the announcement that maybe the end user could print off a lease application, go ahead and fill that out, and then fax it back for an approval. Because after all, if they're going to wait for the sales reps to get involved with them, they might as well fill out the paperwork so they can finance it through a lease. That's kind of outdated too, isn't it? Do you see why they won the award? But ladies and gentlemen, I put this slide together here, and I want to talk about BLI a little bit. So BLI has this encyclopedia. Like I said, nobody wants to read it anymore. Just go to Google, look up anything you want. And no one really cares about the first copy speed out and all this crazy stuff and how fast it is in the duplexer. I mean, come on, folks. This is like 1980 stuff, 1990 stuff. I mean, realistically, even if a rep went through this book, or your end user, they go through this whole encyclopedia of all this information, and they're like, "Oh, I want that machine." Sorry, supply chain issues, we don't have that machine. Then the rep goes to page number 89. "How about this machine?" Sorry, we don't have that machine either. Finally, the rep gets so frustrated, he just throws the book in the back of the van and says, "The hell with it." Okay, I know your book's online, but it's, who cares? Nobody looks at this stuff. But I have some advice for you around that BLI encyclopedia, so stick with me until the end of the video. Let's talk about this BLI award. To me, this would be the place that Keypoint Intelligence could have a home run with e-commerce platform. What if they allowed the OEMs to go on an e-commerce platform and buy their own BLI awards? Seriously. Because I was thinking about this new award that BLI came out with. Let me just announce this really quick. They got the SOHO Provider, Small Office, Home Office Provider of the Year, but this is for 2 years. They love these 2 years in a row awards, 2022 and 2023. They gave that brand new award, right? Brand new award to our friends over at HP. Let me just read what they say about our friends at HP. Keypoint Intelligence, the world's leading independent provider of testing services and analytical information to the document industry, today announced that HP has won the Buyers Lab Pacesetter Award in the SOHO Provider category for the years 2022 through 2023. So hopefully everything kind of maintains everything okay over there at HP. But I was thinking about this, the SOHO. Well, I did the video yesterday on HP's financials. Well, those small printers are in the consumer revenue, which is down 23% year over year. So I'm trying to think to myself, maybe there's a correlation here. Maybe the OEM says, "Hey, our sales, like in the SOHO, are really in the toilet. Could you give us an award?" I'm not saying this happens, but I'm thinking to myself, that's coincidental in its own right. But if HP had the ability just to go to a website and say, "Hey, I need to buy that SOHO award because we're not selling anything in people's houses. We keep pushing firmware out to people's houses and the people get all mad in their houses, so we don't really want," we got to do something to tell these people that we're really good with the SOHO market. Let's give ourselves an award. Yeah, we'll buy that. Think about it. You could get rid of your entire, all the analysts. They wouldn't have to do anything. Right now, what do they got to do? They got to get all these SOHO printers and they got to put them in the secret location somewhere and then they test them all? How does that work? They call all the home people up. "How's your printer doing?" A lot of work involved to give that award out. Wouldn't it be easier just to let the OEMs buy themselves their own award? I said this before. Think about the award for the most consistent color copier line 2 years in a row. Well, we gave those awards out before the pandemic. People ran out of toner. They could have the best, most consistent color copier line of the year, but they don't have any toner for it, so that's a problem. So that particular OEM can just go on the website and buy themselves a new award. Maybe they got a warehouse just full of this particular model. Give themselves an award, put it on the website, because we all know the end users, they go to their websites, they look for the awards before they make a purchasing decision. We all know that before they make a purchasing decision on a printer, they got to research it. I mean, who in the world is going to buy a printer without doing the research? Well, millions of people. And if they need research, they just use the Google machine. This is my second, I got to be honest, I think I'm pretty proud of myself here because this is a pretty brilliant idea. Call up Google and sell them the BLI encyclopedia. Seriously, I think they'll buy it. You got all this information, just sell that over to Google. That way when people find it, they can, if they need to know what the first copy speed in and out is, they could just reference it right from the BLI catalog. Boom, boom, done. Yeah, you're right. No one cares about that stuff. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, the bottom line is, when you're building a platform to save the past as opposed to delivering the future, it's backwards. It's not about building a platform so you can save some of the past practices that are irrelevant and inject those into the new, modern, innovative platform. It's about a new, modern, innovative platform that completely disrupts the old way. I mean, I'm really surprised that they don't have a way that an end user could like print off a lease application, fill it out, and then fax it back while they're waiting for the sales reps to call them. That's probably coming next. Folks, here's the facts. Listen to this statement before I end my show, okay? Don't ask your buyer to bring a pen to a digital close. And don't make your buyer fill out a form so you can get a hold of them in a digital sale. Let your buyer click buy now. That's true e-commerce. Everything else is delivering the past to the future. Just some things to think about, my friends, because we all know this. Status quo is the killer of all that'll be invented. Don't get stuck in status quo, and I'll see you all Monday.